Hi, I'm Tasha, and welcome to my gaming corner. So, round one of the national boardgame tournaments is done. And I just wanted to quickly round up and review, I guess, and kind of just go over where I sit currently in the games. I lost 5 games, but I also won 5 games, and considering that this is my first tournament, it was kind of like a test to see what it was like and to have fun and enjoy myself and meet more people and play games that I enjoy. I think that's a really good result so far. It also helped me get to know a lot of the players' gaming styles, check out the competition, realize how difficult a lot of the players are. As I was saying before my camera died, this being my first tournament and the first round of the first tournament, it's very useful to see how simple, not simple as in easy the games are, but how simple the tournament works, at least on Board Game Arena. I can imagine if these board games were happening in real life somewhere, it would add a lot more complexity, like having to book out a place and having to physically in real life meet a bunch of different people and facing them face to face, and I'm sure that would have been a lot more difficult or add layers of complexity to them, but it being on Board Game Arena, I do feel adds a simplicity, and the fact that the people running the tournament just send you an invite into the game of who you're next matched with to play against. Very straightforward. However, I'm not yet, I don't fully understand the Swiss system yet, because it seems to me, and I may be wrong, and please, in the comments, do let me know if I am, but it does seem that if 2 people win a round playing different people, if the player that they've played against has more elo than the other one, then that person ends up higher on the list. I don't really think that's fair, because if those 2 people, for example, win every single game of that tournament and both end up at the top, one of them could be way further ahead just because the people that they've been playing against have far more elos. That doesn't seem very fair to me, because for example with myself, I oftentimes in these tournaments I have been paired with people with far less elo than me, which right off the bat is already starting to make it almost impossible for me to even reach the top ranks in some of the games, even if I have won them, which doesn't seem very fair. In my head, it should be, say for example, take those 2 people again that have won every single round, and now in the finals they're going to beat each other. The elos just should not be a part of it, because it's who wins that final round should take the lead, right? However, if one of the players has been beating people with way higher elos than this one, doesn't matter if they win or lose that round, and that's just not fair. I don't think it is. But anyways, in terms of where I'm at in the tournaments at the end of this first round, as I said earlier, I won 5 games and I lost 5 games. In terms of Catan, it was a loss, and after all the games were done, I was in 21st place. Splendor was another loss, and at the end of the first round I was in 70th place. First round of King Domino was also a loss, and I ended up in 52nd place. Sushi Go was a win, and I ended up in 40th place. Splendor Duel was a win, and I ended up in 10th place. Q-Birds was a loss, and I ended up in 26th place. Welcome 2 was a loss, and I ended up in 25th place. Captain Flip was a win, and I ended up in 3rd place. Takano Color, which there's something I need to talk about that in a minute, but Takano Color was a win, and I ended up in 5th place. Takenoko was a win, and I ended up 20th place. What I had to mention about Takenoko colour is that I said that I was going to film each and every tournament, each and every game. However, I did decide, because of all the videos that I have already uploaded, and the nature of the game itself, for 2 reasons, I will not be filming, editing, and uploading the Takeno Color tournament. First is the nature of the game. I felt that it may be a little boring for people to watch me, a 30-year-old adult, colour in shapes to earn points. A game is a game, okay? It's Japanese themed and there's pandas in it. It's a good game. It's a chill, easy, quick game. It's fun. I like it. There is some strategy, quite a bit of strategy to it. Not quite a bit, there is some strategy to it. But reason 2 also is I am already filming, editing, and uploading 9 different tournaments at the same time. I'm like editing every single day. I'm not uploading every single day because the amount of work that this is giving me is a lot, but I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm not doing very well in terms of keeping up because I am now doing the summary of round 1 and round 3 has begun. So I already know how round 2 has ended, and I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to subscribe and watch and find out, if you wish. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's taking up a lot of my time, and I don't want to burn myself out, which I feel like what I'm currently doing might already. So I was just like, first of all, if people are going to find this boring watching me colour in some shapes, and then I have to do all that work on top of it, I don't see a point in uploading the Takeno Color Tournament games. However, at the end of each round in these round summaries, I will be blatantly letting you know if I won, if I lost, and where I sit in the Takeno Color Tournament. So that is it. I've had a lot of fun so far. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Trying my best to beat my round 1 records, and beyond beating other players, I'm just trying to beat myself at this point. Like a round 1 set like a framework for me, I guess. Help me see like all the mistakes I was doing and where I could improve. And I've been practicing in other games, not in the tournament games, but just playing those games and practicing to refine my strategies. But at this point, it's just beating myself and doing the best that I can, better than this round. I think that's everything I have to say. Subscribe for more geeky goodness and to find out how the rest of the National Boardgame Tournaments here in Portugal go, how I do in these tournaments, and I hope you all have a wonderful week.